Hello and welcome back to Panzer Corps US Corps 42 as we're heading into Casablanca for the start of Operation Torch. So this is the map, a little bit bigger than before. We've still got our core units which we need to deploy, and we may or may not be able to get some more units as well. We've got 1,241 prestige points to spend, and what we're going to do first of all is overstrength any units that we can overstrength. We're going to overstrength. So we'll do that real quick, which is most of our core units have actually got some experience already, and we have this fighter down here as well. So let's stick now. We're going to. I'm assuming that this is Casablanca down here. This big mass of buildings, the city of Casablanca, and there's an airfield up here which we're going to need to capture. There's also an airfield down here which would be useful to capture. There's a point here that we have to capture in the centre between the airfield and Casablanca as well. So we've got to capture all these with the silver around the outside of them, and we could capture these others as well if we get the time. So first thing I think we'll do, we'll kind of split. We'll put our two smaller tanks up this way, and you can see they're going to start off in landing craft. So this is a seaborne landing, and we'll put our big tank down here. We'll stick it there. Oops, we'll stick it there. Our artillery piece I think we'll put over towards Casablanca as well, towards the north side. We don't know what units are going to be around here, so that one's going to land there, that one's going to land there. Maybe put some infantry around there to protect our units that are landing there. And then definitely going to put our fighter, probably could have aircraft up here. I think we'll put our fighter up with our northern group together with probably a couple of infantry groups. Our HWs, yeah, we'll put the HWs up here, and another group of these, and then our final infantry we'll put down here. We could upgrade some of these, but we're just going to keep our initiative points for the battle. And we've also got the use of a couple of our battleship, a couple of cruisers, couple of 3 destroyers, and a couple of aircraft carriers with some aircraft, which we're going to be able to use during this battle as well. These are our peripheral troops. So let's start. So we're on turn 1 now, in fact, so we're going to be putting our troops in position to land. We can land these already, so I think, well, we'll have to land that one there. So that's our infantry. We've already spotted, this is kind of like a supply dump, so we're going to have to destroy that at some point. So we'll land our tank there. Can't fire on the same turn that it lands, unfortunately, and we'll land our other artillery piece there. There could be something in here, not sure just yet. So we need to get these other units disembarked. Not sure what's in these. So this one we've got some infantry, sorry, an M8 and more infantry. So we'll stick these kind of over in this direction a little bit. Okay, because there's probably going to be loads of units down near Casablanca. Now, wondering if we can scout a little bit, perhaps with the aircraft. We've got what have we got here? We've got, is this a fighter? A P40. So we've got a fighter here. So we'll fly that down actually and see if we can get a vision of what's going on in this town. Also, in fact, we'll fly it to there. Yeah, it's got a vision of 2, and it'll also protect our artillery piece if they attack with an aircraft. So we'll do that real quick. So there's nothing in this town at all. Now we have got this swordfish. Now we're going to use this swordfish probably to attack enemy enemy shipping. So we'll leave that there for now. But what we will do, we'll bring our Philadelphia heavy cruiser in on the action. We'll bring that down as far as it will go. We've got a big battleship here, the USS Massachusetts. So we'll bring that down as well. And we'll kind of keep our ships together, bring our other cruiser down. This is a light cruiser, and then we've got some subs to protect our ships from their subs, sorry, some destroyers to protect our ships a little bit, but we'll bring them in to protect the fleet. And then we'll bring our, these just act like airfields, these carriers, will bring them down close to our units as well. We won't attack with that swordfish yet. We'll keep that near there. We've got another plane here. What's this? This is a P-47B, and that looks like another fighter. So we'll bring that down to protect our units from attack, and maybe get some vision on some of these tiles. So there's nothing surrounding our units just as yet, but the enemy has yet to move. Anyway, up in the north, the Northern Army, we need this to position to land. Now we've got this guy here, so we'll put him a bit close, see if he can spot anything. And in fact, there is a landing craft there, and he will be able to take a shot at that, so we'll do that first. And we've got an anti-air unit here, so I'm glad I spotted that, because we've got our fighter coming in. So now we've got M3, which will land kind of close, I think. Try and land that onto this area. Then we've got some. Is that the infantry? Oh, this is our other. This is our M5. We'll land that to the south with some HW infantry. We'll land some infantry to the north, and then our final infantry will land. Well, we could land it, or we could. Yeah, we'll land it, and we'll try and capture these areas over here. I'm not going to rush this mission. I'm going to try and use our ships as much as possible to bombard their units in Casablanca while we're moving down to help out from this Northern Army. Now, I will be using my plane. I'm just wondering where to put it for the first move. I'm wondering... I've got to keep away from this. This has got a range of 2, I believe. So I might just put it there just to see what's going on. Scout out the area a little bit. And not a lot there. So I think that's pretty much everything moved. So we'll end our turn and see what the AI has up its sleeves. The Vichy French have placed all garrisons and coastal batteries under alert. Final inland forces are ordered to proceed towards the coast. The ships at Casablanca have been... So the enemy have got ships as well, as they will attack our soft targets already. Destroyer moving in there against our landing craft, which is a little bit unfortunate. We might actually lose that landing craft. Indeed we do, which is a bit of a shame. We've got a sub coming up there, and their fighters moving in on the action as well. So, taking a fair bit of damage. And our landing craft again getting hit in the north. A tank getting hit in the south. So the enemy a little bit stronger than I expected right there. So let's do the Northern Army first. So we need to disembark our units. And we've still got this destroyer here. Let's just disembark these guys. So we've got our tank there, we've got our infantry and our other infantry up there. We need to get our tank unloaded here, and oh sorry, that's our... Oh, I should have unloaded the tank. Now we haven't got room to unload here because they've got some enemy in there. I don't want to move my plane there because it'll get shot by their anti-air, so we're going to have to kind of maneuver. Now I don't think they're going to have ships this close. What I will do though is I'll fly my plane over to here so we can get a spot anything that's going on. In fact, it's landed right on top of some units which we can strafe, and it does show me that we're fairly okay to land the rest of my units, and we'll take out that landing craft there, and we'll move my ship just to protect the landing crafts here. So that's pretty much the north done. We need to try and destroy this artillery piece so we can move our units down through this area. Meanwhile, we need to try and get all of our units disembarked first of all, so we're going to have to move these probably forward, which is a good idea anyway because we're going to want to protect our artillery, and that means we can get something unloaded into this area, which is out of the... Ooh, yep, and then we'll get this unloaded here. I'm not sure what this is. This is another artillery piece. Okay, now we use that artillery piece, probably take care of these peripheral units first. In fact, let's have a check out of the navy first. Let's try and get rid of this. A submarine will attack with our torpedo bomber, the Swordfish. Now these subs can kind of dodge, but we'll see if we get lucky, and we do. So we managed to destroy their submarine with our torpedo bomber, and we'll bring in our cruisers first, get them as close as we can to try to attack these. We'll attack, yeah, I think we'll go for the destroyer first. That's a nice hit, and we'll get our other cruiser down. This time it's the heavy. We'll get that down nice and close and finish off. In fact, we'll put a dent in this cruiser first, in this destroyer first. And then I think we'll bring our big battleship down to have a go at this, their light cruiser. Nice, we're getting some nice hits. And then I've got my 3 destroyers left. So we'll move this guy around the back here. And we're not going to quite manage to destroy that, unfortunately, but we'll do it some damage. Okay, let's move the other guy. Probably attack this cruiser. Nice to get rid of this little cruiser. So that's good. And our final destroyer is badly positioned. I should have used the back one first, but let's move him up anyway. Yeah. And we'll bring our aircraft carriers nice and close. That, yeah, I'll put it just over there. Now I could perhaps try and finish off these cruisers with my artillery piece, these destroyers, but I think we'll attack their infantry. Just keep them back away from all of our landed units. In fact, they've gone red, so they are pretty suppressed now. So we'll just take them on. Yeah, take them on with our infantry. It should retreat, them I expect. In fact, it's destroyed them, which is excellent. And I've still got my tank here, so we'll move him forward a little bit, and we'll just shoot into the supply dump. Now I've still got my aircraft to use. I could move. Can I move anything else? I'm going to leave my artillery piece there. I think I've got this artillery piece. Just the aircraft then, really. I think I'm wondering if they've got AA here or whether I should attack. So yeah. So this plane, is it any good against Navy is the question. Naval attack of 1. Naval attack for this guy, if I can click on it. Why can't I click on it? Because it's the enemy. Okay, sorry. I'm being really dense. Let's take on this enemy aircraft then. Move over to this side. Cool. Now this guy should be able to finish him off, hopefully. Oh, only 1. We'll move him. We'll fire him first. And manage to destroy him, so that's good. And we'll move him back over to the aircraft carrier. I'm not sure if I can resupply from the aircraft carrier, but we'll give it a go. So I think that's about everything moved. Northern Army hopefully will make its way down to Casablanca quite soon while we hold and do some shore bombardment with our fleet. So we end our turn there. So the artillery is attacking our destroyer, and looks like some artillery attacking our destroyers on this side. Their destroyer attacking our destroyer, and they've got some a big gun here also attacking. Obviously all want to get rid of our destroyers. So on to turn 3. The American troops who landed near Safi have arrived to join the siege of Casablanca. You can find these forces southwest edge of your map. Okay, southwest. Oh, so we've got some more forces down here joining in the battle, but we'll deal with our northern force first because we want to get these moving down through the map if we can. Yeah, first of all, I probably will unload my... Yeah, so unload my infantry there, and let's see what can we do with our destroyer in the north here first. Now I could just attack these infantry in here, try and soften them up a little bit. Can't hit anything up here, so yeah, I think we'll just attack the infantry. Oh, in fact it's -1. Wow, okay, we won't be doing that then. Let's go up north then. Now can my tank take some, yeah, I can hit that fairly hard. In fact my destroyer could come back up here. Yeah, let's send him up there and attack these infantry. No damage, and haven't even suppressed them, so that didn't do too good. We'll use my tank on, in fact we'll move the infantry round, get some flank going on to assist in the attack, and we'll use the tank first, try and destroy this anti-air gun this turn. We'll use this guy next because he's already moved. That's that destroyed, which means these infantry up here can move down through. In fact we could, yeah, we'll just move them to there I think, and then my little tank we're going to move across to try to take this town in the east where there is nothing, but if we take that it will give us some more initiative points. Now meanwhile we've got this infantry group here to deal with, so we're just going to I think this is our last unit to move. Yep, so we're just going to attack with these HW infantry, do them a nice bit of damage, and then next turn, in fact they've moved back, so we can actually attack them with these infantry, and that's them finished off. Now I could capture that with my HWs, but I'm going to move my HWs down to here so that we actually capture this little bit here. So the airfield is captured now in the north, so as we move down south we've got our force coming from the southwest as well, but I think we're not going to push in too hard. I want to try and get rid of this, but we've got to deal with their navy, just finish their navy off first. Unfortunately my torpedo bomber seems to have one set of torpedoes, so it has to go and reload. I'm wondering if I can repair this plane. Indeed I can, so we'll give replacements to the plane first of all, and then I don't want to move into this area with my planes until I can see what's going on in there really, but I might use this just to strafe this supply, which means then if I've destroyed that, which I think I have, then my units can move into there. So I will move my artillery piece. Oh, in fact it's not destroyed yet. We do want to get rid of these ships, don't we? So let's use our destroyer on this one, and I'm going to move my destroyer right up here to do a little bit of a spot. So we've got an armoured car there, and we'll use my other destroyer just to, in fact we'll use heavy cruiser, maybe should finish this guy off. Yeah, we'll use the heavy. Nice. And we'll move our heavy cruiser but keep it kind of out of range of this. What's the range on this? Is 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, so we'll put him there. And we need to be doing some spotting as well, so I might move my destroyer in close actually. And oh, there is a battleship. Okay, so I'm not going to attack there. So there is their battleship, which is going to be really dangerous, so we've got to destroy that for sure. So we'll move our battleship right across to here and have a go at their battleship. Oh, there's another shore bombardment thing there. Just going to hit our ship. So let's get our light cruiser in. We need to try and finish off this battleship as soon as possible. Knock it down to 1 point at least. We'll bring our carriers across as well. And we've still got this guy, which I'm going to put in, a bit risky, but I'm going to put him in really close just to try and finish off this destroyer, this battleship, which he doesn't manage to do. And we'll try with this guy. Oh, still don't kill it. Wow, okay. So we've still got our ground units to move up. So we'll start off with this guy. We'll just try to destroy this supply dump if we can. Yeah, not amazing. Hit it with our tank. Should finish it off. I am going to move in really close here, which may or may not be a good idea. And we've got some artillery here which we'll put into this area and put some shots onto their shore bombardment gun, and then I can move my infantry in, hopefully, now that it is a little bit suppressed, and try and do a bit of damage. Oh wow, okay, that was unexpectedly good. And then we've got some infantry. I've got to protect my artillery actually, so we're going to move my infantry down. We'll take control of this building and it will just control, wow, there's 2 there in fact, so we'll just watch our rear there. Now still got these units to move up. Got some artillery down here. We've got the shore bombardment gun which we need to get rid of, and a little tank here, a Renault R35. I've never seen one of those before. And we've got our own artillery, so we'll try and get rid of this tank perhaps first. Ooh, more infantry. Wow, okay, let's try and give them a bit of flank help here. Okay, this is not so good. I don't want to move my infantry too close because it will get hit by their artillery. Okay, we'll try and get my artillery up fairly close, maybe to there for the next turn. I'm probably not going to attack here because we're going to lose too many points. I think that'll do for this turn. Let's end and see what the enemy does. So yeah, as expected, artillery is trying to hit our soft targets. Their battleship trying to hit our softer targets as well. They brought in, it looks like a tactical bomber and a fighter as well, attacking my artillery. Shore bombardment onto my ship there, but nothing too devastating. A B-25B Mitchell has joined your army, sir. A B-17F has been temporarily assigned as well. Okay, so got a couple of planes. Now, assuming this is like a strategic bomber, I guess, and this looks more like a tactical bomber. So this one will be good against, well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure. I think that's a tactical bomber. I think that's a strategic bomber. That's what it looks like from the size. But first of all, we'll just quickly capture this town with our tank. Gets us a few more prestige points. Enemy-wise, we've just got this infantry group to get rid of, so that will be our first job. We can actually move our destroyer, look, really close and try to just stun it a little bit. And what I'll do now, I'll use this tactical bomber and we'll try to have a go at their units here. Now, strategic bombers, I don't think they're that good against infantry, but it does take down their supply and their ability to fight, so we might be able to... I did take them down 1 point, and then we need to probably get into the town with our infantry. We'll move over here, in fact, first. Just take that little town, move our infantry across here, and just attack down south. Nice bit of damage there. Okay. So, moving down, we've got this kind of town in the middle here. We've still got our fighter on there, but I think we're going to probably use that now to attack this guy down here. Now, do I attack the bomber first or the fighter? I'm tended to get rid of their air superiority first, so I might attack the fighter first. So we'll move down to there, and we'll bring our other fighter in on the action as well to offer a little bit of support, try and get rid of this fighter of theirs. So we'll attack here first. 6 damage, and then with our P40, what's this one? This is a P47. P40 slightly better, so I'm going to use this probably. I've moved this one now, so I might as well use that one. 2 damage. Let's move this guy around. I'm going to finish their fighter off. Let's get rid of the fighter. It does leave this one over our infantry, unfortunately. I could always move my infantry out, I guess. Now I've got my artillery piece here, which is going to move back a space because it is very vulnerable there. And we're going to hit probably these infantry. Right, now they should get a good attack now. Takes 4 health off those, that's good, and they retreat. So I could actually go forward to get out of the from underneath this bomber. I might do that, in fact. So, meanwhile, the attack on Casablanca. So first thing we've got to do is finish this battleship off. I might just withdraw these crew. These destroyers aren't doing a lot of good, to be honest. We'll go in with the... I want to make sure I destroy this, so let's go in with the battleship and just destroy their battleship. Make sure we get rid of it. Are you kidding me? Is this a bug or something? Seriously? Let's try with a heavy cruiser. Oh, it has... Oh, okay. At last. Blimey. Okay, and then we're going to try and get rid of... well, let's get nice and close, shall we? Let's go for the coastal gun. Try and weaken that a little bit. It's gone yellow, which is good. And our torpedo bomber, we need to get over one of our aircraft carriers. We've still got these guys. Yeah, they're not going to do a lot of good, are they? I'm just going to pull them back for now. I doubt there's any more subs, but we'll just put them on the periphery just in case. We've got one guy here who's got fairly good health. We'll stick him in the middle, see what he can do. Not a lot is the answer, so we'll just leave that. Used all our aircraft, so it's just the ground units left, and I think I fired I fired him. I've got this guy that I can fire if I want. In fact, I'm going to move him around to here, try and take this, have a shot on this anti-aircraft gun, and then I'll move my infantry down just to have a try and get rid of the anti-aircraft gun first, and I'll let my tank deal with this tank here. So that's good. Now luckily we weren't attacked down here because they seem fairly strong down here, but I've got my artillery piece now which I can move up and I can try to destroy their artillery. If we can do that, then it will stop supporting these units. Now I'm going to move my tank forward to attack this artillery piece directly. I'm not worried about losing these units either in the south because they're not part of my core army. So now I can have another move forward maybe and have a go. Yeah, we'll go for the shore bombardment gun. Or the shore battery, I think they're called. I'm calling them the wrong thing. And we might be able to destroy the shore battery now with our infantry. Not quite. I think that's everything moved. End turn. So again, attacking our artillery with their artillery and with their bomber as well. Very predictable. The AI attacks the soft targets first. Attacking our artillery again. Got another tank. So I've got quite a few units in between my northern army and my southern army. Okay. Their infantry is trying to push that back against our northern army as well. So let's have a check out. Well, we've got our tank back here, so we can bring back into the action now that it's captured this little town. They're down to four. We're down to 4 infantry units here. Let's just quickly use our destroyer to try to weaken these guys. And then move them out. Now our tank. Yeah. Got these guys here. I'm going to use my tactical bomber on these guys. So I'm a little bit worried about my group here. Now can you finish them off? Let's take a little chance. Just one. Okay, that's okay. We'll leave them there. We'll move we've got our big bomber here still. We might move that down to attack their artillery piece actually. Yeah, let's do that. Boom. Very nice. And then these are on the red, so we can attack them actually with... We'll attack with our infantry first. I could support, but if they retreat, then I don't get the shot. So we'll take the shot just with our artillery. Will they retreat? Yeah, they do. So we can now use our tank to follow up. Very nice. Okay. So just that little group there left in the middle. We've got our tank we can still use. Got our infantry. We need to get rid of the artillery first, I think. So can we move the tank around? No. We'll move our infantry down. We are on a river, but we want to get rid of this artillery piece. And then we'll move our tank into the town. And we'll take a couple of hits there, but we'll take some shots on them as well. So that's all good. Back down at Casablanca. A bit worried about all these units coming from the centre here. Kind of getting a little bit surrounded. So what I might do is let's use let's just make sure we're protected here first. Our torpedo bomber's probably loaded up again as well. Yeah, so we can use our torpedo bomber swordfish to... It's probably classed as a tactical bomber, so we can probably use it to attack these infantry down here, which I may well do. Let's try it on these. In fact, no, it doesn't. Okay, so it looks like the swordfish is solely for attacking shipping by the looks of it. Let me know in the comments if there's any diff. I can use that swordfish for anything else, but it looks like I can just use it to attack shipping. So, so no aircraft in sight. Now their airfield is over here. I could send my fighter all the way over and see if they've got any aircraft to scuttle back to base. Let's just quickly do that. Nothing at that airfield. Okay. So we'll use our other 2 to strafe some of these infantry then. And we'll strafe probably... Yeah, we'll try and get these to the red if we can. No, these units are very damaged now, and they are our core units. I don't want to lose them, so I'm tempted to pull them back. Actually, I'm going to pull them right back. Yeah. So probably about there. And I'm a little bit worried they'll get attacked by aircraft in the next turn, but we shall plant some artillery shells on top of these guys, and we shall use this artillery as well. Move it just to that way a little bit, and we're going to pull our units just back a little bit just to protect our forces from getting surrounded. And do we take the best target? I guess we'll go for the anti-air gun. Very nice. And we'll move them down a square, take control of this airfield. Good. I've still got this artillery piece here, which I'd like just to finish off if possible. So we'll take our artillery to attack their artillery. And I'll move it because it is currently underneath an aircraft. Now I've still got all my ships. These are pretty damn useless, although we can bombard their big shore gun. And we'll just move out of the way. Oh, no, hold on. We'll move to here. Then we can use one of these guys to bombard that again. And we'll move this destroyer out of the way. Now, can we finish off this gun? Let's move you round over to there, see if we can get you a slightly better target. Yeah, it's just about suppression really, isn't it? What about our... Yeah, let's move you forward. Can you do any big damage at all? Let's just try and take out this shore gun. Oh, it's gone red at least. So that means that these infantry might be able to take it out. Excellent. We'll move them forward. Now then, let's move you down to there then, and you can start attacking this anti-air gun. Ah, takes 2 out of it. Nice. Okay. That's everyone done. So we've still got a few units down here to move. What about our infantry? Attack the anti-air gun again, and our tank can actually, I've just noticed, can just move forward a slot and attack their artillery piece and finish that off. And this tank, probably these infantry are going to be a bit strong. But we'll take a pop at them anyway. I think that's everyone moved. Let's end our turn there. So this bomber is being a bit of a pain in the ass, and it did indeed attack our vulnerable unit up there. They are sort of defending their Casablanca. Looks like a forlorn hope to me. I've only been to turn 6. We've only got 12 turns actually for this, so we have to be quite quick and make sure we finish them off. More infantry attacking over here. They have retaken that little town, but I did pull back from them. I didn't expect them to retake that. But let's just check the northern side out again. So there's just this one unit in here, which we can just probably take out these guys. Nice. So they're pretty much done their job. We'll move them across and retake that area. This tank we're going to move down to here. See what's in there, and nothing is the answer, so we'll move these all the way down in a truck, probably down to here. Actually, let's leave them for a second. Let's bomb this again and move these back to an airfield somewhere, probably up here to refuel. Okay, now we've got our big strategic bomber, which probably will bomb this little group of units in here, and then we'll move these forward a space and attack the artillery. Oh, I've still got my destroyer. I might as well have a just try and stun them up a little bit before we attack with our tank. Okay, so that should fall fairly soon. Now we'll leave our tank there, but we will bring forward these guys now to here. Okay, that's all done. Still a little bit worried about all this group of units here. I'd like to take all the objectives before I finish, to be honest. So we need to get rid of this bomber. I have flown this aircraft all the way over here, so it's not going to reach, unfortunately. But he can strafe some units, so we'll leave him for a second. And we'll get these guys to attack this bomber. Nice. And hopefully we can finish him off with our P40. Nice. And then use our fighter over here, our best fighter, to attack which one? Probably the one... Oh, actually, if we attack we'll attack the armoured unit. And we'll artillery probably the ones in the open first. Move that back a little bit. Resupply there. Attack the one in the town. And we'll move our tank up. Try and finish these guys off. Okay, oh, I've left my artillery a little bit exposed there. This is an armoured car, so it might be okay. Let's continue with the push on Casablanca then. Although I could... actually, let's move you into there. Let's take a shot at their little tank. The little Renault tank. And then... Can't quite flank round. Let's try and get rid of these infantry here. Oh, they are damaged. Yep, let's move him forward. Not doing quite as much damage as I'd like to those infantry. I will shove him across there so he can flank round next turn. Let's use these guys up. I'm not going to bother actually. I will move my 8-pointer in just to see if it can do any damage at all to anything. Not really. Might be able to stun that. Move our 5-pointer in, see if it can do any damage. Okay, let's start bombarding there first. Right, might be able to finish him off. Nice. Shall I move that forward? Yeah, I'll move that forward and I'll move that one. I could go down there, might be able to take this guy out. Have we got range anywhere? Yes, we have. So let's take that shot. And he is now stunned, so we'll move round and destroyed it. Very nice. Loving that. Now then, what have we got left to move? Have I used all my big guns? Where's my did we lose a big ship? I've still got the battleship and the heavy cruiser. Where did my light cruiser? Oh, there's my light cruiser. I'll move that over there. Okay, I'll just move that around there. Right. Next, I think I've moved everything. I think I've shot everything pretty much. So we'll end our turn there. On to turn 7. Yeah, I'm not liking this little grouping in the middle here. It's doing me a lot of damage. However, we're doing good in the north. We've got our 2 bombers can come and help soon. This little Renault's being a pain in the ass. Okay. What to do? I could got a few turns left. I'd like to try and take all the objectives if I can. Let's take this one first, real quick. Because you get objectives, you get more prestige points, and it really helps you later on in the campaign. Now this guy can just stay there, and then we can use our strategic bomber somewhere. In fact, we'll use this one first. Use that bomber in there, and we can move that down to one of our closer airfields. In fact, I can move it onto my aircraft. Oh, I don't know actually if tactical and strategic bombers can use aircraft carriers. We have got this airfield wrapped up, so I can move it all the way down there, in fact. Might as well do that. And then with this one, this strategic bomber can actually go and halfway here, bomb that. Doesn't manage to take it out. What about our little destroyer? Yep, very nice. And we'll move our destroyer down. And then we'll move everything up, I guess, which is good. Move this guy. Well, hold on a minute. Let's move you first, just to capture this little port. Everything's captured in the north. Yep. So it's this little group here that's being the real pain. Now we want to get... Did I destroy that aircraft? I destroyed that aircraft, so we can do some strafing. So let's strafe probably this one first. But we're going to get all three of these strafed, so that's going to be good. Oh, we're not, because this one's out of ammo, so we'll send that back to the aircraft carrier. Take a shot with the artillery. Ooh, I need to protect this artillery piece. Let's take a shot first. Move that right back into the corner. This artillery piece needs to resupply, and we need to protect this one. Ah, I can't, can I? Hold on, I've got these infantry. I can. Good. So move those infantry forward. That's might do some damage there. We'll take that shot there. Okay, move it out. Might as well use these destroyers. Let's try and do a little bit of damage. Definitely not the best for shore bombardment. It is making the enemy use up all his ammo though, and he's now out of ammo, so that kind of works. Right, so let's move you across to there. Oh, can do some nice damage just there. Right. Let's just try and take this tank down a peg or two. Okay. Now then. Right, I've got this guy left. Let's move him to there. Let's attack the tank. Oh, there's an anti-air gun there right next to my plane I missed. Right, I think I've moved all my ships. Now then, got my artillery piece, which I will attack these infantry with. And I'm going to move this tank forwards and attack this anti-air gun. Attack this tank with my infantry. And that is that area captured. And then I'll move up on the flank here a bit probably and attack these infantry. Move these infantry up into there. And move my artillery piece forward a space. And we'll end our turn there. Yeah, it is attacking my plane there, but it was so damaged, didn't do me a lot of damage. Okay. So this guy is just capturing stuff, so we'll move him down here. I'm going to attempt to move him directly on. I don't think there was nothing in there when I moved my fighter there, so that's that captured. Right, this little group here being a pain in the ass. Let's just strafe away. Move these back to the aircraft carrier. Let's use this guy. And then our really wicked P-47D. I've still got this guy as well, so we'll drop some on top of the... Yeah, on top of the tank, I think. I think that's all my planes used. Yep, and I could rearm. I might just rearm this just to be on the safe side. Give it some replacements rather than use it. This guy I'm not so bothered though. We'll move him back a space and we will bombard this one. Okay, now we have got these units coming down from the north, and we've got our big tank here. So let's move this guy up first. See if he can do some damage. These have got, oh, they can retreat one spot, which they do. Still got all my ships here. I'm going to move this guy around. See if we can destroy this little infantry group. Okay. Right. Let's try and do away with these guys, shall we? Let's move you just up to there. I'll attack this infantry group at the back. They are now yellow. Then we'll use our big battleship to attack them again. Should turn them red, hopefully. Yep. And then we'll attack with our tank. Oh no, we've attacked with our tank. We've got our big tank. Yeah, we'll attack with our big tank. Yep, so they have to retreat. What else have I got here? Just the infantry. Okay, we'll attack with the infantry into the tank. They're very weak now. We should be able to take this in the next turn. And in fact, we destroy that tank and can move our infantry forward. And we can also move these guys forward. We give them a full move. In fact, I'm tempted to attack these infantry with the armoured truck. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah. Good choice. So they are out of the game. And then we've got our other infantry group here, which we can bring right forward now with a good degree of safety. So that's all of those done. So I think we've just got our South group to move. We've got this anti-air gun I want to get rid of for sure. And probably might move that up. Attack that anti-aircraft gun. Nice. Finish it off. Move you around the flank there. And we'll try and finish off. In fact, I've still got my artillery piece. That's that finished. These infantry I'm not going to use anymore. I'm just going to leave them there. This guy can go across to here and try and finish this tank off. I want to take out this one last because I want to get as many prestige points as I can. But we will try and take this guy down a little bit. Okay. Oh, I should have gone one further. Let's redo that. Use that little 3-pointer. Not bothered if these die. Plus it means this tank's using up all its ammo. And then we'll just attack once into here, I think. And next turn we should be able to finish off Casablanca and hopefully take all of our objectives. We'll leave him there, end our turn. So just this little tank trying to do some damage. It's going to run out of ammo real soon. It's on the yellow. It's attacking our artillery piece, but yeah, it's now out of ammo. So we found French artillery in rather good working condition. I'm not sure what that means. But anyway, the north, we'll probably see that in a second. We can just, oh, here's the artillery piece here. Look, we've captured. So that now becomes, looks like one of our core units. So we'll move down and we'll capture this last airfield. In fact, I'll move that artillery all the way through there. Oh, as we bump into a flipping anti-tank gun. Okay, wonderful. But let's just try and finish the game. So we need to just capture this is all we need to do here, in fact. So, and then capture this. So let's just artillery it first. Okay. And we shall use our big ship to bombard it. In fact, we'll use our little destroyer first. In fact, takes a chunk out of it. Use our battleship. Another chunk. We'll use, and we'll, in fact, it's only got 5 left. Okay, leave that for a second. Let's just try and get this last objective. In fact, yeah, so we'll strafe real quick here. In fact, we're bombing. We'll put that over there by the aircraft carrier. Strafe these units. Move on and take this. And then we just got to take this now. We will attack with these infantry first. Destroyed it. Very nice. Move on with this. Oh, I've just realised we haven't taken this one here. Look. One objective we haven't taken here. Wonder if I can do it still. Just try and damage him up a little bit first. Have we got any ships? We haven't used this one yet. That's good. Let's hit him with all of our artillery pieces. And then we'll try and hit him with... what's going to be best? Is this the HW? No, we'll hit him with our big tank. Come on. Retreat, you bugger. Retreat. Yes. Then we can put our infantry in. Finish him off. And then we can move these guys into there. Take Casablanca. I think that's every single objective taken. So the beginning of Operation Torch, it looks like it has been a success. Let's just end our turn and make sure there's no more objectives to complete. Triumph. Okay, excellent. Outstanding performance, sir. The operation has been a tremendous success despite the valiant resistance of the Vichy French. In the meantime, all Vichy French forces in North Africa have been ordered to cease resistance to the Allies and cooperate instead. Unfortunately, as a result, Berlin has ordered the occupancy of Vichy France and began sending troops to Tunisia. This will undoubtedly turn the battle for North Africa into something more complicated and dearly won. As soon as Morocco and Algeria are consolidated, your forces must head for Tunisia faster than lightning. The earlier we can strike into Tunisia, the better, before the Germans can chance to plan countermeasures. Good morning, sir. Quite some progress has been made. Unopposed, the city of Bougie was taken and the airfields of Beaune and Gafsa as well. It is still uncertain how the Germans will react, but a first clash is more and more probable in the upcoming days. Your orders are to advance in two groups towards the towns of Jebel Aboid and Bejar, respectively. The capture of both cities are important to advance to Bizerte and Tunis. We cannot rule out that the Luftwaffe won't appear and harass your advance. Take heed, the Axis forces outnumber us in almost all ways. Don't even think about doing something rash or something that doesn't coincide with your orders. Good luck, sir. So this is our next objective, which we're going to do at the beginning of the next episode. We'll pick it up from here. Thanks very much for watching. Please do comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.